Hello everyone, and today we are going to talk about a very important lesson. I shouldn't be happy when I'm talking about it because it's really affecting us so much. So here we are going to talk about the carbon footprint. What is it? So many people are asking, what is a carbon footprint? We know some other things like footprint, but carbon, let's see. In your book 5, unit 3, lesson 2, we are going to know about this. So kindly try to prepare your learner's book on page 38 to 39 and your activity book on page 30 to 31. Kindly prepare your books. So this is going to help you very much when we are studying this lesson. And by the way, the picture behind is going to help you, the background is going to help you concerning the carbon footprint. I hope you get some idea out of that. So the question why I tell you all the time about the objectives and the aims, the target, why we study this lesson, I want you to know why we are doing this. And this is very important to me and to you too. We are going to speak about the energy and the carbon footprint. And because it's very important now, it's just like letter. If you go to Microsoft Word, you are gonna find it like a letter. It's very important. Okay, read some information text, scan a text. We are going to get some critical thinking, giving opinions. We are going to get some grammar and some vocabulary. Let's start. How do you think big cities affect the environment? How do these big cities like New York, like Riyadh, like Jeddah is a big city too, affect the environment? And especially in China, we are not gonna say anything about pollution in China. All right, clean air, space, noise. Is it clean? The air, space, and look at the background image. What's happening to the glaciers, this ice? Let's go on and find more on page 38 of your learner's book, this page. Now look at these pictures. I've brought you some more pictures than your books. You don't find these in your book, but I just brought you some here. Every picture is speaking. The picture has got 1,000 tons. So look at these pictures in the text. What do you think they represent? What are they? How do you think our carbon footprint is? I'm not gonna tell you anything here. I just want you to tell me, what do you think about this? What do you think about carbon footprint? Just to try to think. Give yourself some time. Why do you think you need to reduce it? Yes, so look at these pictures, try to think for yourself and continue watching the video. Now we come to reading strategies, scanning. This is a very important lesson. You should know about skimming and scanning. Read a text or a part of a text quickly. So the keyword here for scanning is quickly. Read quickly. In order to locate specific information. You don't have to read the whole text to find the information you need. Look at the eyes, look at this man, look at the eyes of this man. Yeah, this is the way you scan a text or read quickly. So we are going to apply it here. I want you to scan the text to check if your ideas are correct. Just do it now. Take your time, pause the video and then start resume, okay? Back. Here I'm going to help you to read. It's not only scanning. I bought some listening here. This is going to help you to read for the ones who can't read very well, okay?
Read. Scan the text to check if your ideas are correct. Our carbon footprint. Our carbon footprint is how much CO2, carbon dioxide, one person makes each year. What produces carbon dioxide? We use energy, gas or electricity, every day your journey to school, your computer, your mobile phone, the lights and heating in your house, all of these things produce CO2. Why are CO2 emissions a problem? The problem is that we are all producing too much carbon dioxide, and some scientists believe that this is making the Earth hotter. This means the ice of the poles is melting, which will cause sea levels to rise. How can we reduce our carbon footprint? There are many things we can do to reduce the energy we use. Try walking to school or cycling instead of going by car. Recycle materials such as cans, bottles, paper glass and cartons. This means less energy is needed to make new things. Don't leave lights on in your house. Eat food which is grown in your area, so planes and lorries aren't needed to transport it from a different country. Plant trees in your garden or school as they absorb CO2 and release oxygen.
These are very important pieces of advice. You need to do this, not for English, but for you yourself. You need to do this to keep the environment clean. Okay, so 3 things you are gonna do: reduce, recycle, and reuse. Again, reduce, reuse, and recycle, whatever you start. Are the sentences here true or false? Try to read it again and try to answer the questions. Our carbon footprint measures the carbon dioxide we produce each year. Is it true or false? Go back to the text and tell me. Yes, it's true. Number 2, gas and electricity make CO2. Is it true or false? Yes, it's true. If you cycle to school, you can reduce. What does it mean, reduce? Reduce, okay? So this means reduce. And what is the opposite? Increase, okay? So reduce your carbon footprint. Is it true? Yes, it's true. Trees produce carbon dioxide too, is it? No. It takes carbon dioxide, but it doesn't produce it. It produces oxygen. Now, I want you to do this. It's a little bit not very difficult, but you can do it if you like it. Do the survey. Have you got a big or a small carbon footprint? Talk about your answers with your family, with a friend, or you can record yourself. How can you know about your carbon footprint? Do you work to school? Just say yes or no, it's up to you. Do you recycle materials? Do you have a shower instead of a bath? You keep water. Do you turn off the lights? Do you use a computer? Do you eat food grown in your garden? Try to answer these questions. This is going to help you in the survey. How can you judge it at home? There is a conclusion here. If you have answered yes to most of the questions, then you have a small carbon footprint. Well done if you have a small one. If you have answered yes to half, okay, then you have a medium-sized carbon footprint. If you have answered no, I hope you don't, okay, so it's a problem actually. You need to do something about the environment. I don't want you to do this. Please save the planet. Now, in your activity book, page 30, I want you to answer this. Take this strategy that will help you to scan. Read the whole text. Look at the pictures. Read the text quickly. Which one? Look at this scan. It's a scanning. Look at that one is scanning. All of them are scanning. Alright? So the answer is yes. Read the text quickly in order to locate information, and this is scanning. Tree facts. Trees can live for thousands of years. Trees produce oxygen and reduce the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. One large tree can provide a day oxygen for up to 4 people. So if you plant more trees around your house, so you are increasing the number of people who will get benefited, and these trees are going to be useful too. Try to help the environment and keep it clean and and the earth, especially the earth, by planting some trees. If you have 8 people in your family, you need 2 trees, and so count on. All right, so the trees take sunlight, they get benefit from the sunlight, and they take carbon dioxide, and they get out oxygen, and of course it needs water. You are going to read this one, okay? And then we are going to answer these questions. Circle the correct answer. If we plant more trees, there is more carbon dioxide or less carbon dioxide? We know now that carbon dioxide is not good. So if we plant more trees, so more carbon or less carbon? More, less. So what? Yes, the answer is less carbon dioxide. So I hope that you are going to answer the other 5. Go to the text, try to answer them for homework. And now we have a little piece of the grammar. It's not very big, it's very little, easy, the subordinate clause. These are parts of sentences which need to be connected to the main part to make sense. For example, you say scientists believe that, I hope that, this is responsible for rising temperature on Earth. Let's get some exercise on your learner's book, page 39. For example, here you are going to match the main clause. This is the main clause and the correct subordinate clause. I think it goes with which one? Take your time and read. Yes, I think that we should all ride our bikes to school. You are going to continue with 2. Take your time. I know. Yes, I know that trees absorb CO2. I hope. What? Yes, that glaciers don't melt. These ice mountains. I believe that my generation will reduce global warming. Use of English. Kindly go to your activity book, page 31. Underline the subordinate clause in each sentence. For example, I'm going to answer number 1 for you. She decided to plant the trees because it would help the environment. Just underline the subordinate clause. I'm going to leave the other for your homework. It's very easy and a nice one. Now make a true sentence for you. Use the words in the box. Believe, know, hope, think. I like these 4. Number 1, that we can reduce global warming. Which one? Yes, I hope. So it's just hope. You are going to continue answering the others, okay? It's for homework. Why I'm giving you homework? It's not just homework, it's a practice. You need to practice on your own, man. Okay, so let's go to remember the global warming. Look here, I've given you 2 parts of a tree and the earth. Look at the earth in 2019 and 20, God knows. And now, as I promise you all the time, these are the answers of your exercise that I left for you for homework. These are the answer of your homework. Thank you very much. I was very happy to be with you. Thank you.